did you see the dog park over there? I did. It reminds me. When did you find your hamster?
There he is, man. That's the legend. Try and close this one out early so you can get some rest.
fans live for games like this one.
Coming right up, the Trailblazers taking on the Nets. For the Trailblazers, they're halfway through the season and need to pick it up if they want to end strong. Is time on their side? Nets, Blazers. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. Taking a look at Portland, way down in the conference standings. Lots of ground to make up in the final half of the year. Here's the starting group for Portland. We've got Klingon. Brandon Miller is out there with Todd. And it's Milton in at the power forward position. And then for the Brooklyn Nets. And it's Ingram in at the 5. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Here we go. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. Here's Todd. In the game against Houston, very impressive.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Now Portland with it. Miller outside. Here's Todd. Back to Miller. Humphries grabs the miss. Here's the dude. Guarded by Miller. Ingram. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
Milton passes to Miller. Takes a three. Rebound Brooklyn. And it's now 32 games, approaching the 71-72 Lakers. A famed season indeed.
Well, this squad has been on an unreal tear through the competition to this point. No question, this is going to end up being one of the greatest all-time streaks that we have ever seen. How far can these guys go? And what's going to be the factor in the game that ends this streak? That's going to be interesting.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
The dude's shot is off.
He'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, B.A., to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
Here's Todd. Up and in on the layup.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Brooklyn shooting their first foul shots of the night. First one falls. Both good from the line that time.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Outside Milton. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Shot clock at 6. Here's Todd. He can't hit that time. Nets trail by 4. And he drops it in from the low post.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's the dude. Oh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
It's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And now we get a second to view the top scoring teams in the league. The Nets in 5th.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
Here's Chavez. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Back to Milton. Pass to Todd. Trailblazers got to hurry, got to get up a shot. Chavez can't get it to go.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Pass to Todd. Back to Milton. He shoots a 3. Here's Klingon. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Trailblazers lead by 3. And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Greg.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
We are right in the middle of the year, Brent. What's the biggest challenge for coaches right now?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge, BA, is just keeping your team engaged. You've asked a lot of guys at this point physically and mentally. Some guys are in a place where they're playing and everything's all good, but it's really those guys who are still looking for their opportunity. You have to continue to build those relationships so that the bond of the team is going to push you forward to get the best out of everybody.
The dude gets the bucket.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Portland has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Todd. They know they can count on him for consistent offense with 16 a game. Here's the dude. And the shot's good. The dude's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, this is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Pass to Todd. Drives to the hoop. Here's Chavez. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Here's the dude. It's rebounded by George. Trailblazers lead by 4. And it's the dude in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. The Trailblazers shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. And there's the screen. Pass to Chavez. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. He's got 6.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Rivers. Rebound by the Trailblazers. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Here's the dude. Shot blocked. The 15-footer. That one's wide left. Nets trail by 10. Pass to Ingram. Here's Rivers. Here's the dude. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Clock at 4. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Trailblazers lead by 10. Here's Chavez. Pass to Milton. From the arc. And the basket by Chavez. Chavez has got 5 points now this quarter.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
They need this. He takes it in, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Counted from distance.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Here's the dude. And a two-handed jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. The 11-footer. Chavez can't get it to go. Nets trail by 12. Here's Marion. 6 points for him. Brooklyn shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And he can't hit the second. Humphries passes to Ingram. Count it. Good. Ingram's gotten his second bucket of the game.
It's the little plays like that that can make all the difference. Not boxing out on free throws is a killer.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Longley, covered by Ingram. Here's Longley. Clock at 6. Here's Sensabaugh. Fires, high post. The shot that time not on target.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the dude in their last time out against the Hornets was outstanding. He ended up with 58 points and moved the ball well, feeding the hot hands. And he had a monster game that last time out. He'll try to match or even exceed those numbers tonight. That's got to be scary to face, Brian.
All right, Alec, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
It's blocked!
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
George passes to Longley. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Longley, covered by Ingram. Longley passes to Chavez. Rebound, Brooklyn. Marion's got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. Here's the dude. And rejected. Now here's George. Not a lot of room.
I see him.
Here's Chavez. Last game for him, he had 14. Good on the shot. Chavez has got 14 points.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. So a moment now to see the story for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Nets trail by 9. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Trailblazers lead by 7. Pass to Todd. 3-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go. He has 7.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Another one falls for Portland. The Nets have gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. And the shot goes. The dude's got 25 points in the game.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Pass to Todd. Oh, blocked by Ingram. Here's the dude. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 27. Portland leading by 6. Chavez passes to George. To the middle. Rebounded by the Nets. The dude's got 4 rebounds in the game. Buries it down low. And now just a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Solid in the first. Fantastic here in the second. He was just waiting for the moment.
Pass to Chavez. Nifty move. It's not going to go for him. Brooklyn has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's the dude. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingen's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Chavez. Here's Klingen. Here's the pick. 6 to shoot. Tries the spin move. Rebounded by Marion. Marion's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Chavez to stop the drought. The rebound by the Nets. Marion's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the left side wing. On target from range. Give him 8.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Well, you'd rather not put these guys on the line. The top free throw shooting teams in the last month. Number 5, Brooklyn.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you foul them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
And we've got 1:18 left to play in the second quarter. And the shot goes down. Sensabaugh's got 6 points.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's the dude. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Portland has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Todd. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. The dude with the rebound. The dude's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Marion passes to Webb. Here's the dude. 33 points for him. Takes the 3. And Klingen pulls it down. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Todd. The pull-up jumper. The shot off that time. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Nets up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome to our... This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots.
Now let's change gears and talk a little. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Nets with a lead. Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. They've got Todd. He's out there with Miller. And it's Klingon in at the center position.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Todd. Launches the three. Brooklyn with the board. Humphries has got 5 rebounds tonight. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Nets leading by 3. Here's the dude. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Brandon Miller.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And he makes a first. Good on both. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Outside Milton. Down low. Here's Chavez. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Brooklyn with possession here. 2-point game. It's off to Boston after this one, where they will face the Celtics. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Nails it from 3.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Pass to Todd. The 3. Sinks it from distance. Todd's got 10 points.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
The dude gets the bucket.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Outside Milton. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the basket by Chavez.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Pass to the dude. Lays it up and banks it in. The dude's got 45 points.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Here's Todd. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's the dude. He has 45 points. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Now, I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
Here's Todd. He's got 10. Shot clock at 6. Brooklyn pulls it in. Humphries has got 6 rebounds in the game. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
And there's a pick. And Klingon pulls it down.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Pass to Chavez. This one for three. Buries it from three. Chavez has got 22.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
The dude gets the bucket.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Outside Milton. The 17-footer. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Milton's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And with his height and his touch, he can be deadly from mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
Todd passes to Milton. Pass to Klingon. Here's Chavez. From downtown. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in the game.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
That one goes in.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Outside Milton. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Portland shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
One shot.
And that one misses. Nets leading by 5. Into the lane. The dude gets the bucket. The dude's got 55.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 13 in the 2nd half. Here's Todd. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Pass to Marion. Sends it home from 3-point land. And it's a 10-point Brooklyn lead.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive. You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Here's Rivers. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Chavez has got 4 rebounds now.
Who's watching here?
Fires the 3. He drops it from range. Chavez has got 11 in the 2nd half.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Kept alive. Pass to Rivers. Here's Humphries. And it's Todd with a rebound.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Oh, another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Here's Chavez. 25 points in the game. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3. Chavez has got 28.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
The dude passes to Rivers. Pass to Marion. Launches it. Portland with a rebound. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. There's 1:40 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Milton, no good. Nets leading by 6. The baseline J. Rivers, good. Rivers has got his second basket of the night.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions. Blazers trail by 8. Chavez passes to George. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Pass to Chavez. Let's go with a 3. And it's Webb with a rebound. Webb's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brooklyn's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both.
And really strong at the line since the break.
56 seconds left in the third. Here's Sensabaugh. 6 points for him. Here's Chavez. Again, the miss by Portland. Brooklyn leading by 10. Webb passes to the dude. Oh, connects again.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They set the screen. And the basket by Chavez. Chavez has got 16 points here in the second half.
Yeah, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Webb passes to the dude. Longley with a rebound.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets out in front, leading by 10. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Blazers trail by 10. And it's Ingram in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Sensabaugh. 6 to shoot. Pass to Chavez. Now here's White. Puts up a 3. Rebound Brooklyn. The dude's got 8 rebounds in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Sensabaugh.
Oh, man.
Oh! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Getting up and laying down the hammer. Maybe that'll help them pick up their energy a bit.
Well, it definitely got the guys on the bench going. Look at them. Nets leading by 8. Here's the dude, and the shot goes in.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Here's Chavez. Hits a three-pointer. Chavez has got 33.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
Webb passes to the dude. It's hauled in by White. Blazers trail by 7. Pass to Chavez. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Yep, that one's good.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Here's the dude. Pass to Ingram. There's a screen. Here's Webb. Drops in the 3. And the Nets lead by 8.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Inside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the strike. Brooklyn leading by 6.
No debate there. He got hammered.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He laid into the team about being over-aggressive. He said, quote, "You're letting them get to the line as much as they want. We've got to dial back some of the physicality because it's getting us in trouble. Guys, let's see if they can ease up here."
And Allie, thanks.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Here's the dude. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And that one misses. Miller's checked in for White. He hits the second from the line.
They're doing great work at the free throw line this half. That bodes well for their chances to close out this game.
Pass to Longley. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Man, good whistle there.
Shooting two.
And he drops the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Nets leading by 4. Here's the dude. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
From outside the arc. Rebounded by Marion. Marion's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Here's Chavez. Pass to Sensabaugh. The shot from 20 feet out. Brooklyn pulls it in. Webb's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's the dude. Here's Marion. Here's the dude. Guarded by Miller. Hits yet again. Wow!
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Blazers trail by 10. Chavez passes to Miller. He's off on the layup. The Nets have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Pass to the dude. Good work there as it goes. The dude's got 13 points in this quarter.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Chavez. Miller outside to stop the run. Count that bucket.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Ooh, poked away. To the paint. Here's Chavez. Off with the layup. Brooklyn leading by 10. The dude gets the bucket.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Pass to Longley. Miller outside. They set the pick. Misses the 3.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
The dude passes to Marion. Here's Webb. George defending. All sorts of time. The shot by Webb, no good.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Chavez. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Chavez has got 40 points.
Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
Again! What an avalanche!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Sensabaugh. They set a pick. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J. Sensabaugh's got 7 points for the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Klingon, he's checked in for Portland. Todd comes in for George. Nets leading by 9. Pass to the dude. Takes it inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Chavez. Here's the dude. Another one falls. Amazing. And there it is. 82 points.
This is a game that he will never forget. I know I won't.
Todd passes to Miller. Here's Sensabaugh. They set the pick. Three-pointer. Brooklyn with the board. Ingram's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
And collectively, as the game has progressed, they've been shooting really well from the charity stripe.
First free throw is good. Some young players coming into the league may lack experience in truly big games. Brent, you think that's a disadvantage?
Well, it could be a disadvantage, BA, but how do you get to replicate that competitive environment unless you get there? And so with every experience, young guys typically who want to achieve greatness embrace some of those biggest moments, watch and learn, and that's where you grow the most.
Brooklyn leading by 12. Here's the dude. Here he goes. The layup misses. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Brooklyn's gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Good. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, BA, keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
The dude gets the bucket.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
2 open that time. They didn't look easy. And the Nets lead by 13.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Driving in. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Miller. The dude with the rebound. The dude's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Portland with a rebound.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Nets.
Well, I have to comment on their strong performance tonight at the charity stripe.
And it might have won them the game. The ability to draw fouls and capitalize can be a real difference maker.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And what a huge performance it was for the dude.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Miller. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Here's the dude, guarded by Miller. The dude's shot is off. Miller outside. He can't get it to go. Here's the dude. And got it! Another basket!
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
These fans make a lot of noise. Let's quiet them down.
some if we can't win tonight. And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead. It's almost that time. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at Brooklyn. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, there's the Celtics. They find themselves in the dregs of the conference.
And right now for Brooklyn, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
So the Nets starting five. Webb out there with Marion. And it's Rivers, and it's Humphreys in its center. And for Boston, we've got Ward. Zhang is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's George, and it's Dudley in at the shooting guard. Around mid-season, Stan, when you were coaching, would you still try out new plays and tactics and schemes? Or was the recipe set? Was the formula in and that was it?
Well, Kevin, the bulk of what you do is set, but you're always tinkering. And as people start figuring you out. You've got to have counters to what you're doing. So your system is always evolving. You're always trying to get better, and you're always doing new things.
Now Rivers, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Just 2 to shoot. Launches from deep. Rebound, Boston. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
And the Nets with possession here after the basket by Boston. Marion kicks to Webb. Here's Trichet. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
The three from Tatum. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
This is how refined Tatum's motion is. He needs so little setup time.
To the middle, here's Marion, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Back to Dudley. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Brooklyn trailing. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Checked in for Boston. The Nets making a switch here. For Boston, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Portland Trail Blazers. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the dude in the last outing against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He scored an amazing number of points, and per usual, he was a monster on the glass, picking up pretty much every board that came his way. The stats he put up were amazing. He knew nobody could slow him down, and he went to work. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And, Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Here's the dude, Jason Tatum, picking up that last basket. Pass to Webb, just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3, and he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from the dude. The dude's got 5 points so far. Here's George. The dude grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And it's Marion in the corner. Back to Webb. And a miss there on the triple. And so George will bring it up for Boston. 4-point game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Celtics shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. So he comes up empty at the line. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And that one's good. The dude. And now just a 2-point Celtic lead. For Boston, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Outside Howard. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's the dude. He nails it, and we're tied up. The dude's got 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
There's a good screen. George passes to Ramsey. Rebound, Brooklyn. The question on everybody's mind is, will they surpass the 71-72 Lakers, 33 wins in a row? We will see tonight.
Well, I don't say this lightly. This group could very well be one of the best teams I've ever seen. To win this many games in a row is unthinkable. And if I'm in the locker room coaching this group, the one thing I'd be telling my guys is not to get distracted by the record. Stay focused on tonight, just as we have throughout the streak.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Marion against Brown. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Webb can't hit. The Celtics shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Brown the pass to Ramsey. Back to Brown. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. And it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nets passing it around. Pass to Rivers. Now Webb. Here's the dude. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Nine seconds left in the first. Brown feeling it out a bit. Buries it from three-point range. Brown's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And so it's Boston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Marion out there with Ingram. And it's the dude, and it's Humphries in at the 5 spot. Now Ingram, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's the drive, rebounded by Ellis. Celtics leading by 6. Here is Howard. From the arc. It doesn't go for him.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's the dude. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Marion passes to Humphries. And there's a whistle. There's a foul. That's going to go on the dude. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Celtics making a change here. Peterson's checked in. Austin's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Now, here's Howard. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
The dude passes to Marion. Six on the shot clock. Here's the dude. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Howard, the pass to Brown. From past the arc. A rebound by the Nets. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And that one was all about offensive execution. Running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
Here's Ellis. After the basket by Brooklyn. Pass to Howard. Can they get it? Boston again missing. The Nets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And that one's good, the dude.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here is Howard. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And they take the lead. He's got 5.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Boston trailing. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Brown against Marion. Just 5 on the clock. Brown outside. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's the dude. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Jang, he's checked in for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Ward. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, he sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Here's Tatum after the made shot from the dude. Tatum kicks to Howard. Misses the 3.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Celtics trail by 3. Ellis with it. Now guarded by the dude. Brown, no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's the dude. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. The shot by Marion, no good.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Chang with a screen on Marion. The 3 from Tatum. Boston again missing. And here are the Nets. They're on a 16-5 run here. Here he goes.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And the first one at the line is good.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
Both free throws good from the dude.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And George kicks to Tatum. And the 3 off target.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Celtics trail by 5. Now George. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots. Here's the dude, defended by George. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's the dude, and the layup's good off the glass. The dude's got 33 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Ward. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, and look, he made his mark on defense also. Was pressuring the ball, came away with 3 steals.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Clock at 6. Back to Dudley. Shoots the 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And even when Tatum isn't the shooter, he's dangerous. He can set others up to finish the job.
And that one's good, the dude.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
George passes to Tatum. To the paint. Ward misses.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jump.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Tatum after the made shot from the dude. Floats one up. Tatum no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Webb. That three off the mark. Celtics trail by 6. Pass to George. 1:10 left in the first half. No good on that one. Great D that time from the dude. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Lays it up and banks it in. The dude's got 39.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside Tatum. Chang with a screen on Webb. Count the basket. Tatum's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Here's the dude. He's got 39. It's Rivers on the wing. He's guarded by Dudley.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
The dude. Bucket is good. The dude's got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Tatum, that's for 2. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Nets lead by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
These first-year guys, very impressive so far. Now it is, who can sustain this level of play?
And the key is to follow your routine. Strength, conditioning, I'm not going to say diet because I'm not on a diet, but all the things you weren't thinking about when you were in school.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Nets.
Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball. There's no surprise in those assist totals, how they reflect that.
Keeping everyone involved, keeping everyone engaged.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from the dude.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. We've got George. Ward out there with Tatum. And it's Jang in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5. Here's Tatum. Tatum with another miss.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Trey. Trains the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Dudley. Back to Tatum. Here's the 3. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Tatum's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts from long range to fall for him here. And here is Marion, defended by George. And here's Humphries. Over Jang. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And it's an 11-point Nets lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And Brooklyn has possession, following the bucket by the Celtics. Here's Trichet. Basket is good. The assist from Webb. And the Nets lead by 11.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible. And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Pass to Humphries. Rivers scanning the floor. A three-pointer is right on target. Rivers has got 5.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
In the corner, George with it. Here's Ward. Plays it up off the glass. Ward's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Trichet, defended by George. Trichet. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process for him.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
Here's Marion after the basket by Boston. Here's Trichet. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the right side. George with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. Jang with the screen for George. The rebound by the Nets. Webb's got 5 rebounds tonight. Rivers in the corner. Inside. And the dunk by Humphries.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Back to Rivers. To the inside. And the dunk by Humphries.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
GA, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
4 on the shot clock. George from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Nets on offense. They're on a 17-6 run. Pass to Webb. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by George. Celtics trail by 17. Here's Tatum. That one off the back iron and out. Brooklyn's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. A nice shot by Rivers.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And it's George missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Trichet. His three-pointers off the mark. Boston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Tatum gets the bucket.
And a bit of a struggle for him so far in the quarter. Just 1 for 5 from the field.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So both teams changing it up here. Man, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks, Kevin?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Now, here's George after the miss from the dude. Pass to Howard. Jang with the screen for Howard. Good on the three-point shot. Howard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Now here's Brown. He has 7. Some changes for Boston. Ramsey's checked in, and it's Green in for Ward. Brown right side. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point land. Can't hit that one. Nets leading by 14. Marion outside. Here's the dude. 43 points in the game. Here's Trichet. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. 16 points for him.
Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only 1 in the first, 3 since the break.
Brown outside. Looking to get it going. And he lays it up and in. Brown's got 9.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Here's the dude. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Nets lead by 17.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
George looking over the floor. Down low. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Marion. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Pass to the dude. Here's Ingram. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Ingram's got his first basket.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots. Playing smart with the lead.
George passes to Brown. Shoots a fader. Brooklyn with the rebound. Humphries has got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Humphries has got 8 here in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And some changes here for the Celtics. Cobb comes in for Green, and it's Ellison for Keontae George. 59 seconds left to play in the third. Cobb kicks to Ellis. Brown outside. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Outside Howard. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's Nets leading by 21. Takes it inside. The second effort. He lays it in. Humphries has got 15.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Howard. Boston, no good that time either. Howard's gone 4 of 11 tonight. Pass to the dude. That's good, and it's Marion with the assist. The dude's got 47 points.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
Brown with it. Shot to stop the run. No good on the last second attempt there. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Nets running away with this one. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Sinks the three-pointer.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
So it's the Celtics now, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Off with the layup. Here's the dude. And he banks in the layup. The dude's got 49 points in the game.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
And here's Brown outside. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, it's only his second three of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Here's the dude. He's guarded by Howard. And that one's good. The dude. The dude's got 10 points here in the second half. Now here's Brown. And that one drops for him. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go for him. Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Howard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. Let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
That's right. Here's Brown following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. From down in the low post, it goes.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generations. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Howard with a clean look. From outside, off the mark.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely, a resounding dunk. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Thomas against Ellis. Howard dishes to Brown.
Stay on him.
5 on the clock. Cobb sets the pick for Brown. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's the dude. Yet another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's the dude. Back to Thomas. Pass to the dude. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
That one falls. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, for him, it hasn't been a big night. With his reputation, they've used him more as a decoy.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Robinson and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Rebound, Brooklyn. The Dude's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Ramsey passes to Ellis. Now here's Howard. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. And that's 18 points for Howard.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Here's the Dude. Count it. Good.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Now, here's Howard. He's guarded close. Makes it off the glass. Howard's got 15 points in just the second half.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So, Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
And Boston has possession after the basket by Brooklyn. Over in the corner, Dudley. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's the Dude. And, yep, another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
The shot by George, wide open. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's Ward. He's covered by Ingram. And here is Dudley over Rivers. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Here's the Dude. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. 64 points for the Dude.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's the Dude. Pass to Humphries. Here's Webb. Here's the Dude. Defended by George. Nets passing it around. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Rivers can't get it to go. Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the Dude.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
And that one's good, the Dude.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's George. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Here's the dude from deep. And that one is off. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Another game, another win. After work tomorrow.
They don't even know what's coming for them.
Hottest team in the land coming through.
number 96.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good young, we all grow old. In a world where you never fit you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. Easy to say, so they say. Be a good boy, Johnny. Don't you ever play with? So they say, so they say. You gotta crawl before you're fucking they say.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. And let's take a look at the power rankings and see how these teams compare across the league. Taking a look at Denver, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
When I look at the Nets, they've really exceeded all expectations, showing they're capable of so much more than some believed.
And now Dallas' starting group. And then for the Brooklyn Nets. And it's the dude in at the small forward position. This can be a time of the season when it's hard for players to keep their focus, Grant.
Oh, man, B.A., the buzz of a new season is behind you. The playoffs are a long way off. This is when a coach earns his keep, making sure his guys stay energized and focused.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
Here's Humphries. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, came up empty. Williams from long range knocks down the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Ingram, the pass to the dude. And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And Brooklyn has possession. Outside Ingram. For three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Pass to Page. Williams on the wing. We played just over a minute here in the first. Jackson can't get it to go.
Tried to come right back at him with the three. Not that time.
Here's the dude. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Outside, Williams. Pass to Jackson. Deflected. Here's the dude. And the layup is good off the glass. The dude's got 5. The Mavericks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside, Williams. Jackson outside. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. Looking to end the run. Brooklyn with the board. And this squad has managed the unthinkable, stringing together 34 straight wins and eager to add number 35 tonight. To say they're on a heater is an understatement.
Look, at the end of the day, this team, of course, wants to win an NBA championship when it's all said and done. And you know that's what they have their sights on. but it is so nice to enjoy the hype and accolades of a team that is right now steamrolling through the entire league in this incredible stretch. Wow, this has been an amazing thing to watch.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And over the last month, these are the teams that have been getting it done on offense. Second, Dallas. The fourth spot held by Brooklyn.
These have been two of the top offenses in the league as of late. Their confident shooting has been creating some really impressive point totals.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. No problems knocking that one down.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's the dude. Williams grabs the board. Mavericks trail by 4.
Get the perimeter. Who's watching him?
To the inside. Page with the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
And the main takeaway was their accuracy from beyond the arc. An impressive performance indeed.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
The dude's shot is off. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Puts it up. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Pass to Humphries. Now Ingram. Here's the 3. That shot missing. It's Jackson, high post. His last outing, he had 18 points. Williams misses.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's the dude. From down in the low post, it goes. The dude's got 11 points.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's the dude. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Now here's Williams. In the game against Denver, very impressive.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First trip to the line for him here. The free throw drops for Williams. It's both from the stripe. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Ingram. The dude passes to Humphries. And the three off target. The Mavericks trailing. Outside, Williams. Pass to Page. From the high post. No good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's the dude. Connects from downtown. The dude's got 18 points in the game.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Jackson outside. The layup off target. Brooklyn leading by 5. Marion passes to the dude. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Mavericks trail by 8. Pass to Page. Williams with it. There's the three. And the three-pointer goes. Give him 8.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Ingram. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. These are his first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Ingram. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Both free throws good from Ingram. Mavericks trail by 7. Outside, Williams pulls it from the top of the key. Brooklyn with the board.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, the dude in their last time out against the Celtics just played phenomenal. He scored 68 points, and he was in the zone offensively. There was nothing the D could do to stop him. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Rivers' shot is off. Mavericks trail by 8. And here is Williams. Give him 8. Left side, Porter. Out of bounds, it'll be the Nets ball. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at Dallas, they're in 5th place, right in the middle of the conference. Still time to improve that positioning.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, you have to acknowledge that they've really hung tough this season, avoiding a lot of the bumps in the road that other contenders have gone through.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Here's Marion. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. And the Nets lead by 10.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Fires from deep. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's the dude. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. The dude's got 22 points.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
There's a screen. Williams from long range. Brooklyn pulls it in. Ingram's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter. They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now here's Williams. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Burton. No good with the triple. Nets leading by 11. There's the drive. Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. 17 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Jeffries. In his last outing, 8 points for him. There's a screen. And here's Hunter for 3. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's Brooklyn, earning this break in the action, up 10. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Got this, MP.
And Brooklyn has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Count it.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. 9-point game. They host the Hawks after this one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. On the court right now for the Mavericks. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Pass to Page. A shot to stop the run. He's got it. 3 for 7 now.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
Here's the dude. Here's Humphries. And there's the screen. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Williams. Give him 8 points now. Basket's good. Here's the dude. Pass to Humphries. Here's Rivers. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple. Rivers has got 6 in the quarter.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit 1 from behind the arc in the opening period. 2 here in the second.
Jackson finds Williams. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
That's his 3rd three-pointer now after not getting any in the opening period.
Brooklyn leading by 8. Here's the dude. 30 points in the game. Humphries can't hit. With the drive. Got a hand on it. The dude passes to Webb. Now Ingram. The rebound by Jackson. Outside, Williams. No good on the triple.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Rivers, the pass to the dude. Back to Rivers. Here's Webb. Pass to the dude. Soft touch off the glass. The dude's got 32 points.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And with the voting just about finished, let's see who's likely to make an appearance at this year's dunk contest. This is a talented group of guys.
It certainly is, B.A., and I'm really looking forward to this contest. These aerial artists who are going to have a lot of fun pulling out all the stops to wow the judges and make the crowd go wild.
And I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And we should have our final list of competitors in the coming days. So we'll share that with you as soon as we have it.
No matter what that final list looks like, safe to say this dunk contest is going to be one for the books.
Here's Jackson, following the bucket by the Nets. Hits the trifecta.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Ingram, the pass to Webb.
Hey, yo, right here.
1:24 left to play in the first half. And there it is for him.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Outside, Williams. Takes a step back. And the layup is good. 6 points for him.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to the dude. And they pick up 2. And the Nets lead by 11.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
That three's off the mark.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. In the first quarter, he did a great job getting to the line, but he's been a little less physical as the game's gone on.
He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
So he gets them both.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Jackson. Outside, Williams. From outside, off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 13. Rivers, the pass to Marion. Here's the dude. It's good. The dude's got 40 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's Brooklyn going into the break up 12. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting.
Man, we've talked about it so much, hard to believe we're almost an all-star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new faces make it this year. This first all-star game for a player really memorable. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Nets.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively, nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening. to be. Mavericks trail by 12. And it's Ingram in at the 4-man spot. So that's the Nets 5. Jackson outside. Here's the pick. There's the triple. Brooklyn with the board. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Shot clock at 6. The dude gets the bucket.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Down low. Here's Jackson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Jackson's got 10 points.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Baseline jumper. The dude's shot is off. And Williams has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. Down by 12. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 13.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Ingram. Here's the dude. On the take. And he dumps it down.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Brooklyn leading by 11. Banked it in off the glass. The dude's got 46.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Williams on the wing. He's got 13. Rebounded by Marion. Marion's got 4 rebounds in the game. The dude passes to Marion. They set the screen. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Williams from long range. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's the dude going inside. Misses the layup.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Williams. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Marion. No made baskets yet. Pass to the dude. The 3. Mavericks with a rebound. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. And the ball out of play. The Nets will have it. Taking a look at some numbers here for him.
Over the last 10 games, he's been on an absolute tear, finding all kinds of ways to be a thorn in the opposition side, just working on offense and getting the looks he wants out there.
And Brooklyn has possession. 10-point lead. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. The dude's got 48.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Williams. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see, and your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that."
No doubt, Allie. Thank you.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Coach really needs to get his guys fired up in attacking the glass. They're not putting up much of a fight, and it's led to way too many second chance shots.
And we have a chance to take a look at the teams that are wreaking havoc with their defense this past month. Brooklyn, number 1.
Over the last month, this team has shown strides defensively. The effort level has been much improved.
Jackson, right side. Jackson, the screen. 4-3. Again, the miss by Dallas.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The dude's shot is off.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
To the wing on the left. Poke loose. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Nets.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
And the first one at the line is good. And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Mavericks trail by 12. Pass to Williams. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when...
Foot on the gas, MP. Get in there.
Inside. The dude passes to Marion. Here's the dude. The three is up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Brooklyn, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. Back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Brooklyn leading by 14. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. And it's Jeffries in at the point guard position. Lets it go from deep. Diabate grabs the board.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Oh, he tries a three. Gets the three to fall. Diabate's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
The dude's shot is off.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like. On Friday, they'll host the Boston Celtics. And then on Sunday, the Milwaukee Bucks will come to town.
They're looking at an almost ideal stretch of schedule. Games they can win all on home court. They'd have to really go cold to not have these next couple games go their way.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Nets leading by 9. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Marion. On the wing, Rivers. Shot clock at 5. Knocks it down from distance. Rivers has got 21 points in the game.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Here's Jeffries. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Brooklyn's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Marion. On the wing, Rivers. Fires from 14. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
No good from outside.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Marion passes to the dude from behind the arc. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Hunter's got 6 rebounds in the game. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Jeffries. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Rivers. Rivers has got 4 rebounds now. Here's the dude driving to the... Another one goes! Incredible!
And another 50-point outburst for him as he continues this incredible season.
And he's marching towards history as he looks to catch the mark for 3rd most 50-point games in a single season. Absolutely amazing.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Yep, that one goes.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Pass to Diabate. To the paint. And Ingram with the block. They recover it. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by Dallas. Nets leading by 16. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Oh, they pick off the pass. Outside Hunter. Pass to Page. To stop the drought. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's Rivers. Here's the dude. Diabate grabs the board. Mavericks trail by 16. Hunter with the ball, and it's Ingram picking him up. Hunter against Ingram. Hunter passes to Page. Drills it from deep.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Nets leading by 13. Pass to Ingram. Here's the dude. And he makes it on the layup. The dude's got 55.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Outside, Williams. Five to shoot. Oh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Rivers. Williams defending. Rivers, the pass to the dude. Fires for three. Sinks the tray. Rivers has got 17 points here in the second half.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Outside, Williams. Lets it go from deep. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Pass to the dude. And yes, another basket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Back to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Pass to the dude. Count it. The dude's got 59 points.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. So both teams making some changes here.
This speaks to which star are we talking about? If you take someone like Stephen Curry, who historically has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes, he welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And looking at their record now, tonight's win gives them 45 on the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the dude.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Pass to Page. The three. Williams, that's good. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth.
Come around.
The dude passes to Marion. And the lamp is good off the glass. And the Nets lead by 19.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
23 seconds left in the final quarter. The shot by Page, no good. And Brooklyn with possession here. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. And he comes up with a bucket.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
They weren't even trying to win, so you better not lose.